What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Screen Fiend. I'm Pam. We are watching the season finale of Bridgerton season 2. We are so close to season 3. I'm so excited. But where we left off in episode 7, it looks like Anthony is going to propose to Kate. I don't know if he's just proposing to her because he really truly loves her, or because they were intimate the night before, that's his duty to actually propose to her and marry her. I'm not too sure. I'm assuming both. And then we also, we still get Edwina, who's still like upset. I don't know if she's like fully hurt. I think she's just like more upset and embarrassed. I think that's where her anger is. I feel like she's more angry with her sister than Anthony, even though I feel like both of them are at fault. We also get Pen. I'm so upset with Penelope. I'm so upset with her. I can't believe she did that to Eloise. So Penelope wrote in Lady Whisteldown pretty much Eloise's secret that she's been going into the not so good part of town. I forgot what it was called, but the not so good part of town to see Theo unaccompanied, and he works for like it's not a militant group. It's kind of like, I forgot what they call it, but it's a group that's probably against all the rules in London, right? Or specific rules in London, specifically women's rights, right? So she aired that out, and Eloise is so upset. But I feel like Penelope messed up with that. She should have just said the whole Theo thing instead of the group, the protesting group, because I think that's how she's gonna get caught by Eloise. I think Eloise is gonna realize who Lady Whistledown is just from that mistake. And we also get, oh my God, the conniving, scamming Featheringtons. Like, I hope they get their day. I really do, because what they're doing to people and taking their money just to be here with them in society, I hope it bites them in their ass in season 3. But enough talking, let's get into it. I'm so excited. Oh Lord. Okay, perfect. Damn, was it really pouring out there like that? Or was it just fake background?
Stay with me. Come on now.
We need your help, sir.
My lord. Run!
Oh my God, Kate!
Call the surgeon at once!
Ooh.
There's a cut in the back of her head.
Oh, Edwina looks really concerned now after all the mean things she said to her. Now that's gonna remind him of his dad.
What happened? My valet saw you carry Miss Sharma inside.
Is she all right?
I didn't know. Are you all right?
No, he's not.
It's my fault.
No, it's not.
It is all my fault.
How is that your fault?
I do hope Whistledown picks up her pen again in time to write about my forthcoming nuptials.
Perhaps she rested her pen so she didn't have to write about such an uninteresting affair.
Well, hello, Philippa.
In the lives of others. So where are we with Mr. Bridgerton?
We're close. I'm set to meet with him this afternoon.
Very well. Do you not think it time for us to spend some of our earnings? Our coffers are practically overflowing.
Well, I suppose I could use a larger gun cabinet.
I was thinking more of some kind of celebration.
That's disgusting. They just saying in front of your daughters.
And I would like to give a ball.
Excellent idea.
So that we may finally celebrate our engagement. So that we may finally celebrate all of us. Varley, I want luster and glitter and gold. I want the best of everything. And we will call it the Featherington Blue.
How original.
I will have
Roses and lilacs, I think, this time. Cheerful. Thank you, Mrs. Watson.
Are you sending flowers to the Sharmas again?
Yes.
There's nothing worse than rotting flowers when someone is unwell.
We're not attending this Featherington ball, are we?
Oh, I do not know. I suppose it is a good thing we were invited. Eloise, perhaps a stroll with Penelope might help clear your mind. The last thing Penelope needs is to be seen consorting with the likes of me.
Featheringtons know how bad this is, and you do too.
Would you care to inform me about anything?
I do not take note of staff changes, brother.
And what about our account? You apparently do not seem to take note of them either, since I spent the last 2 days balancing our books, only to discover that you seem to have taken out a rather large sum.
Oh! Oh my God, Colin!
I was exploring an investment with Lord Featherington.
This is just what makes for difficulties in this household. No one gives any thought as to how it must be managed.
Yeah, you being a dick, Aunt.
How is she?
I do not know. I have not.
You have not been to see her? It has been a week.
Have I not made it clear that I've been busy?
Don't do that. Don't do that to your mother. Oh, Theo.
You got my note?
Why did you not tell me sooner? Why did you continue lying to me, carrying on with me when you knew this entire time that the real Lady Whisteldown has been using this very shop to print her scandal sheet?
I couldn't tell you. Not when she was still watching me. Why do you think I ended things the way I did with you, despite wanting to do the very opposite? I did not want her to see the two of us together. I did not want her to write cruelly of you.
And she did. She did.
I owe you an apology, Miss Bridgerton. For everything. Whistledown's now taken her business elsewhere. Thought you deserved to know the truth.
I deserve more than that.
Mind your business, Will. And by your business, I mean this bar. It needs tending.
Yeah, but don't let that man threaten you.
Minds, exactly.
Well, it
Piece
has
of
to take an
shit.
exact location. I would not want other prospectors taking over nearby, as you can imagine.
We don't-
Mondrich, pleasure seeing you.
We don't have
It is
minds
his bar.
for that.
Seems the Lord is treating it more like his private office for conducting his schemes.
Schemes is a rather unpleasant word, don't you think?
Mr. Bridgerton, you cannot be entertaining any of this in earnest. The man is a swindler.
I beg your pardon, Mondrich.
It is a trait he seems to share with his late cousin, someone I myself became involved with and whose unscrupulous actions I once mistakenly condoned. Perhaps you might be able to see it for yourself. The Featheringtons given the most lavish ball of the season. Quite a celebration for a family who
You
just
can leave
wants-
them out of it. The Featheringtons are a fine family whose reputation has been most unfairly traduced.
No, Colin.
Of the accusations you make in future, as it hardly seems you can afford to drive away any more patrons. Perhaps we
Colin.
might find another place to conduct our business, Featherington.
You must not do this, Didi.
Shut up, Edwina.
You must not leave me like this. We have to. Please.
Please, you've been mean to her for days, probably weeks. Girl, stop.
Edwina. Mama! Lady Danbury, make haste! Did Lord Bridgerton come to see me?
He rescued you in the park. Gallantly, in fact. He brought you back here several days ago.
Get over it, Edwina. You can't fight those two.
And since... You are right. I must rest.
Girl, you rest long enough.
I will join the family in the drawing room momentarily.
Anthony.
She's awake.
Mrs. Wilson heard from one of the maids.
Look, he wants to cry. Why he just didn't go see her? Oh, don't make me cry, Anthony.
It is unthinkable. Finding someone like that.
Yep, she found in your papa.
Someone you love. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that it was you who was with your father that day, and I am sorry for everything that happened in the days that followed.
Oh,
I do not think that I can see her.
you must.
Mademoiselle Bridgerton.
Ah.
What are you doing here on your own? I thought you did not care for vêtements.
I'm not here for dresses. I should, however, like to dress you down.
Oh!
Excuse me? You out with her, did you not? Lady Whisteldown?
Mon Dieu, you have a fantastical mind.
I thought you were her at one point. Madame de la Croix, we would like to be gilded.
Oh.
Meet me outside. I realise you are not to be seen with me, but if you could spare me just one moment.
Eloise.
The print shop where Theo works was in fact Whistledown's. He has told me everything.
Eloise, I thought you would quit your hunt, but Whistledown's was not enough.
You are not listening to me. I'm going to find her now.
Do not scream at me.
See, come on, like, Eloise, you're smart enough.
I'm sorry.
But people know you have been speaking to him. Theo.
Who? Who is talking?
Servants. Those who have heard it from their houses. Well, my sister asked me about it just the other day.
She's lying, Eloise. Shame on you, Penny.
Lord Bridgerton.
I'm glad to see you're awake.
I hear it was you who found me and brought me home safe.
I suppose I must be grateful for our very first race in the park. If it were not for that fateful moment, who knows what else could have happened. Miss Sharma, I'm here.
What are you doing?
And I'm asking you.
No,
that's not how you do it.
Ask me anything at all.
Kate.
I'm returning to India. The moment I resolve matters with my sister, I'm returning to India. It is decided.
Oh, God, these two. That's not how you do it, Anthony. Especially if you love her. What you're doing is like an obligation because you defiled her. Come on now.
What of your family's financial
Lady
affairs?
Danbury has kindly offered to sponsor my mother and sister for another season. I'm certain they would do perfectly well on their own, as it is clear I am of no help.
Oh my God, these two are killing me.
You're running away.
Please go. Go.
Oh my God, these two. I want to say why he's just not honest with her. Jeez. I'm mad she's there at night like that. Like, oh, whatever. Oh, give him a kiss. Even though I don't think y'all allowed to.
Forgive me.
Oh, he's...
I would never...
No, this whole thing, it is absurd. People are already talking about us, Theo.
And?
And no, I do not normally care what other people think, but yes, I care about you. And if we continue on like this, I could not live with myself if you are the one who has to face the consequences.
What are the consequences?
You should not be up on your own.
I am feeling much improved. The most rested I have felt in years, after a week in bed, in fact.
It has been a rather strenuous season.
Edwina, I know earning your trust again will not be simple, but I am willing to continue to try, however long it might take.
Go this way.
When you were unwell, all I cared about was you getting better. But now that you are, I do have questions.
And what are the questions?
Was there always something between you and the Viscount? Were you lying to me all along?
I was lying to myself.
Yes, it was.
Perhaps there was something between us, but I truly did not know it until it was too late.
But once you knew, why did you not tell me? Why wait for me to put it together on my own like a fool?
I thought I could deny my feelings, but
they were too strong.
Dearest, how are you feeling? Oh, well, I'm feeling well. I see you are not yet dressed for the ball. Oh, I have much to pack before I depart, and I'm still unsure whether I would like to attend tonight.
Kate,
Yes, Mama.
I hope your return to India is not because of some eagerness to flee what is difficult. Oh, I hate seeing you like this.
It is my fault, Mama. Everything that has happened.
Edwina forgives you. I forgive you.
But I do not forgive myself. I was supposed to help her.
Oh, love is not something that is ever owed.
Aww.
You came into my life as a daughter, and I never saw you as anything else. Oh, it grieves me to think you do not believe you deserve all of the love in the world.
Is it not? You might think it a foretaste of my wedding to Cousin Jack, I suppose. Might he finally dance with me tonight?
God, if he knows what is best for him.
Let him know. Oh, what?
This ball is truly my crowning achievement.
The queen is here? Oh, there they go whispering.
I cannot do this tonight. I am sorry, Mama. I fear I must disappoint you yet again.
The only thing that would disappoint me is seeing you starting to care what anyone else thinks.
Thank you.
That would not be you.
Wife and his lady friend in a closet, apparently. For 20 minutes, if you can believe it.
See, she loves doing stuff like that.
Pen. Oh. Enjoy your evening. Me neither. I love you.
Thank you for protecting me. You are a true friend.
Perhaps you might speak of Lord Fife. I hear he recently spent a good deal of time with Miss Goring in a closet, for what I cannot imagine.
Where did you hear that?
Miss Goring is over there, alongside the lemonade table. Secretly fixing.
See, she giving herself away. Look, see?
What a keen observation, Pen.
See? Boop. Boop. She just gave herself away. Bam. Look at Eloise looking at her. These people have nothing to do but gossiping about stupid stuff. Oh my God. Oh my God. Edwina, she is not married to the Count. Ooh. Give me a break. Half of your kids ain't even married yet.
Then what do you say? Might we take to the dance floor?
With whom? Ourselves?
Yourselves. Who
Can
cares?
you possibly say anything about us that we have not heard before? And should your brush with death not be our best social capital yet?
Look at them. Oh, get a life. Go read a book.
Come with me.
Look at her. She's all excited. No, girl.
Colin, it could be thought quite scandalous for the two of us.
There are no gemstone mines in Georgia. Your cousin, Lord Featherington. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, Pen, but... Well, I have looked into him. I believe he is nothing but a mere charlatan.
What?
Penelope, Mr. Bridgerton.
What is the meaning of this?
That this necklace is a fraud.
Boop.
Made of glass.
Boop.
Just like you.
Boop, boop.
How dare you take advantage of these poor ladies, Featherington?
Now, hold on,
without a father
Colin.
or a husband to protect
Hold
them?
on, Colin. She ain't part of it,
It's
too.
out of concern for their reputation alone that I will only address this matter in private.
Boop.
But I expect you to return all of the funds you have collected
Yeah.
and leave town at once.
Yeah. Get him, Colin.
Lord Bridgerton.
Miss Sharp.
Kate, Aunt.
I was on the dance floor days after a terrible injury to the head. Perhaps I needed someone to steady me. Make sure I was all right. Perhaps you were the first person I found.
How many?
3. Are you going to ask me to dance? One last time.
Are you going to say yes?
Go ahead, Miley. BC. Smile.
What a scam.
Oh, shut up.
Is that why the sisters' wedding was abandoned?
I think they look beautiful together.
Beautiful indeed.
That's right, y'all.
Do they not?
Agree.
Do they not?
Mm-hmm. Stupids.
Then why is no one else dancing?
That's right. Uh-oh, is that Eloise?
Eloise.
Oh!
Where did you get all of this money?
Eloise, what are you doing going through my things?
Answer me.
That's right.
It's none of your business.
It's none of my business. I see. And what exactly is your business?
Yup.
Eloise, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're right about all of it. I was trying to protect you.
No, she wasn't.
By writing about me in your latest
I love you, Pen, but no.
By telling the entire world about things I trusted you
It
with.
was the only way I could convince the Queen it wasn't you. It was the only way I could save you.
The only person you were interested in saving was yourself.
That's right, girl!
Also, you could keep making money at a cost to everyone else.
You have no idea how horrible it's felt to keep this from you. From everyone. For so long. Whistledown has been all I have had, and I have given it up. I am done with it.
Sequestered here in this very room, writing your secret little scandal sheet, tarnishing everyone in town all because you are too scared to stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
You are something, Penelope. An insipid wallflower indeed.
Ooh.
At least I did.
See? Turn it right back on her.
All you ever do is talk about doing something. You have all these great ambitions, these great plans, but I am the one who actually did something great, and you cannot stand it, can you?
See? What'd I tell y'all?
What do you think that means to you?
Well, if we do have to leave, at least we gave a memorable farewell party.
I gave a memorable farewell party. For you. I've instructed the maids to pack up all your things, essential things at least, with enough money to get you on a boat back to America and out of our lives.
Ooh.
I will keep a large share of the money to support myself and my young ladies. And I had Mrs. Varley forge a signature on a document stating that as soon as one of my girls has a son, the estate shall pass to them. Varley has excellent penmanship, you see. The town, of course, will be
Oh, yeah, because she could forge.
that you've run away with all the money that you tricked out of their trusting hands. Oh, you're welcome to try to explain it to them now that they're all gathered here.
You are cruel.
I am a mother.
Ooh, and a scammer.
Are you still planning to leave for India?
I have my sister's blessing, as well as my mother's. And the Queen herself has apparently saved our families from utter ruin.
I was fearful of losing you. It is why I could not visit you after your accident. I could not bring myself to. I love you.
Aww.
I have loved you from the moment we raced each other.
I told y'all.
Every dance, on every walk, every time we've been together, and every time we've been apart. You do not have to accept it. You do not have to embrace it, or even allow it. Knowing you probably will not, but you must know it.
A little dig.
In your heart. You must feel it because I do.
I do not think there is anything else to say.
I love you too.
Other than I love you.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a promise.
Wow. It seems the two of us are finally seeing eye to eye on something.
I suppose we are.
You were right about the new Lord Featherington. I must apologize for how I acted the other day. It was what I needed to do in order to gain his trust.
A win I do not relish.
Wow.
But perhaps you should pour yourself something as well.
Yeah.
I told them this place was run by an honorable man who serves a good drink. They demanded to come. I'm in your debt now, Mr. Mondridge.
Good job, Colin.
Hope you'd like to go again. Seems so very beautiful.
Oh, they're at their home country. Oh, look at Augie.
Where are you travelling? 6 months, and now they take 6 hours coming down the stairs.
6 is nothing when you're a newlywed.
Right, we've all picked, but left the mallet of death.
Oh. Never mind.
Probably keep the pink, Anthony. I rather think that it will match the shade of your embarrassment when you use it. Now, who's to begin?
Aww.
I suppose that means they are cutting out.
No, we're not cutting out.
Ah!
I just want to take this opportunity to return upstairs.
And admit defeat? Never.
Ooh. So that was the season finale. It was a nice ending. Can I say this? They focused on Anthony and Kate, but not so much. Like, they gave him a nice little, close out of the season. She did bump her head. We don't know how truly severe, but it did take her about a week to wake up. And you can see how devastated Anthony was. It was to the point where he was just like so worried. He'd immersed himself in work. And he was just like, his frustrations, he was taking them out on his family. And I think his family knew. That's why they didn't say too much to him, because I know they would give him the business, especially Daphne and his mother. But I felt so bad for him, because at that point, he understood his mom and how she felt when his father passed. But I was glad that, of course, Kate woke up. What I was really happy about was her and Edwina resolving their issue, because honestly, if Kate didn't fall, I don't even know if they ever would have, because Edwina was just so angry. But I don't think Edwina was angry of the betrayal of Kate. I think she was just upset the fact that they treat her like a child. And I also think that she was just like really upset that she was embarrassed, especially when the queen was hosting their wedding. I think those are the reasons why she honestly was really upset. But again, I'm really glad that she was able to forgive her sister and they move on. I feel like I've said this in a previous video, but if I didn't, Kate's whole thing was she is the stepchild in the family, and she felt like she was on the outside looking in when it came to her dad, Edwina, and her stepmom, Mary. And I think I said this in another video. If it wasn't episode 5, it was episode 6. Guys, I already have filmed these. You probably seen them before I even, of course, upload these. But I think I said it in either episode 5 or 6 that she's like the stepchild, and she's looking from the outside in. I think that's how you say it. And Mary had to let her know in this episode, like, pretty much, I know that's how you felt, but I've never thought of you that way. Your father never thought of you that way. You have always been my daughter. I loved you from the moment I met you. You deserve love. Even though she may not have felt it because she was the quote unquote, not really, stepchild. She was always a part of the family. So I was really happy that her and Mary had that conversation. And I think Kate was able to kind of like just let go and say, you can be happy. I do honestly understand when Anthony first proposed to her, like, you're not gonna propose to me like that. Like, oh, you think you defiled me, so you're just gonna come in here and marry me and just go open up, and especially a ring you gave my sister. Like, I don't think so. You crazy. I'm hell no. No. I'm not marrying you. Do I believe that she believed that he didn't love her? Come on, girl. Come on. Of course he loves you. But he has this issue where he's trying to push the love aspect out of his mind, even though it's there, it's evident it's there. and he wanted to marry you out of duty because he quote unquote defiled you the night before. Please. He loved you, girl. He definitely do. I love when they got to the Featherington party, and you know, her sister, was it her sister? I think it was her sister that was just like, you know, just pretty much who cares? Let it go. If you want to be with him, you want to dance with him, just do it. And when Anthony came over, you know, she pretty much just said, let's just dance. Who cares? And when they were dancing, of course, the one of the hags, one of Portia's hags, and her daughter, her miserable daughter, had to say mean little things. And of course, the queen was standing there. And the queen had to set them straight because she saw the love between those two. She sees it, and I think it reminded her of her and George. And I was so glad she set them two hags straight, and everybody else in the damn room. Okay, I was super happy. But after that, you know, they went out because the Featheringtons were, I guess, you know, giving a fireworks show, and then you have Anthony and Kate outside, pretty much just professing their love to one another, him asking her to marry him, and she says yes. And of course, we got the end. We find out that they're married. They're at I believe that's a summer house, right? Is that their summer house? Their summer house, and they're just one big happy family, and pretty much that's the end of their story. But let's get into Miss Penelope. Okay. I'm so upset with this. It's hot in here, y'all. I gotta turn this fan on. I'm so disappointed in Penelope. I said it in the last episode that she exposed, and I think I said in the beginning of this episode, she exposed Eloise not to save Eloise from the queen. That's total bull. She did it for her own selfish reasons. She could not take the fact that Eloise, because let's be real here, out of the two, Eloise is the dominant one, right? She's far more, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry guys. She's far more outspoken than Penelope. Penelope she uses Lady Whisteldown to be her voice, right? And when you see Eloise and Penelope together, everybody ignores Penelope and goes straight to Eloise. And let's be real, Penelope has always had a problem with that. So for her to take Lady Whisteldown, her baby, her voice, that's her voice. That's why she had to expose Eloise. Because she refused to allow Eloise to take that one thing that she loved away from her. That's all that was. And when they were at the Featherington party, so as you see in the episode, of course, like, Eloise just can't stay away from Theo. She really likes Theo. Even though she considers it a friendship, she definitely likes Theo more than that. But she didn't want any more scandal on her name and his name, especially that he would get the brunt of whatever would happen if everybody else found out that they were still seeing each other. So she breaks off their friendship and she goes, and I know she was hurt about it. So at the party, when she's talking to when Eloise was talking to Penelope, and Penelope, when she told Penelope that she stopped talking to Theo, it was like a sigh of relief for Penelope, and Penelope completely exposed herself. She completely exposed herself. Because out of all the episodes, I don't think Penelope has ever spoken to Eloise like that, very gossipy. And it just clicked in Eloise's brain. She just looking at her friend. She's like, how you know this information? And she's like, oh, that person over there was talking. And it was just like, aha. And she looked like she enjoyed it. And Eloise snuck her little behind upstairs. I don't know how she thought to go into Penelope's room and to dig through it, but then she found out she was, Lady Whisteldown, and she confronts her, and Penelope, and I love Penelope down, but Penelope has a side of her that's not very nice, and it's Lady Whisteldown. And, when Eloise was calling her out in the room, and she starts off with the crying, like, I tried to save you, Penelope. I tried to save you, Eloise, from the queen, blah, blah, blah. And Eloise is like, no. You did for your own selfish, manipulative reasons. Just stop, right? And she's like, I'll never want to see you again. Did you see that switch of Penelope, how she went from that poor, innocent Penelope to like, when you done? What you done? All you do is talk. All you do is talk. It was just like that light switch, like, oh, okay, that's the real Penelope. Okay, hey, girl. Just sneaky, angry. Penelope's one side of Penelope. You know what? Penelope's like her mom. Penelope, like, out of all her three of her sisters, Penelope's sneaky and manipulative like her mom. But see, the thing with Penelope's mother, she does not hide it as well as Penelope does. Penelope likes for people to think she's super, super innocent, and she really is just like her mom. But Eloise saw that, and she was just like, I think Eloise at that point was just like really, really hurt, and she just left. And again, I'm super, super disappointed in Penny. I really am. And I'm trying to figure out in season 3 how they're going to resolve this issue between the two. And how is Eloise not going to say anything to Colin about her? Because this is the season about Penelope and Colin. So when he starts to hang out with her more or somewhat pursue her in the season, what is Eloise going to say? I'm very, very curious. Because this issue is not resolved. It's just begun in the season finale. So I'm really curious. And I felt so bad for Eloise. I really did. I really, really did. Now, really do, I should say. I'm still feel bad. I still feel bad for Eloise. Portia. Oh my God. So we see Lord, I don't know his name, Lord Featherington, and he's in a meeting with Colin, and I'm just sitting here, I'm just like, no, Colin, don't fall for it. Don't be so gullible. Please, please, please. And then you see you see Colin and Lord Featherington in Will's establishment, and I'm trying to figure out, was that a setup to begin with between Colin and Will, or after the meeting, did Colin backtracked to Will and get the true story and then started to investigate Lord Featherington? I'm really curious how that went on, but I was just so happy that he did his investigation, or he believed Will and what he said and found out that he was just a scammer. The thing is that I'm trying to figure out, right? So he's been a scammer all this time. I'm trying to figure out, was when they were trying to look for someone to take over the feathering estate, right? And he was in the Americas and he's been scamming here. I'm trying to figure out, when they found him, did he concoct a plan all along? Right? So from the beginning, he was trying to go with Crispy. I'm gonna call her Crispy because I don't know her name. He was trying to go with Crispy because she had money. But then he didn't realize that Portia had her own agenda on the side. And when she went into the oranges room, or whatever the hell that was, on whose property was that? Was that the Queen's property? Whose property was that? No. It was the Bridgerton's property. When she set up that little meeting, I wonder that's when he flipped it, right? I wonder if that's what he was doing, because I think he was manipulating the whole time. Because honestly, I think that he really wanted to push those jewels from the get-go. That's not like jewels in the caves in Georgia. I ain't never heard about that, ever. And I like history. So I'm just like, I've never heard that the United States had jewels here at all. I always thought we had them imported. I have to look that up. I've never heard of that. That was really wild when they came up with that story. But see, now that he, I'm going back. So now that he had to change his plans, and him and Lady Feathering decided to steal people's money, I wonder if Lady Featherington always had a backup plan. She had to, because she had the maid forge signatures. She had to have that. She probably never wanted him around. She wanted to set him up. I think when she found out that those jewels was fake, and when he wanted to scam everybody, she decided to make a backup plan by making him the fall guy, and all four of them, well, I should say just her, Prudence, and Penelope, because Philippa is married, but be the innocent ones, and he'll be the fall guy. She hasn't done it that way, right? Am I wrong? I think so. I think that's what she did. And she's smart on that end, but very conniving. Very, very, very conniving. That's why I said, like, that's where Penelope gets it from. Penelope is her mom. She's her mom. It makes it out like, oh, you know, Prudence is a dingbat. Okay, she's not all that smart. She's mean. She's very mean to her sister, but she's not very bright. She's not as bright as Philippa either, as Penelope. Penelope is Portia. That's what she is. Anything else happen? Oh, Penelope. Ooh, that's your karma, girl. That's your karma. All the mean little gossipy things for people's secrets that you put out there. Karma came back to you when you walked by and you heard Colin talking about you to those guys. Kind of somewhat similar to what Anthony was doing in the beginning of the season when Kate overheard him. He said he would never pursue Penelope. Now, I don't know if that was just talk on his end. I don't think he believed that, but yep, that was her karma. What else? Anything else happened in this episode? I don't think so. I think everything else is settled. Oh, the queen suggested Edwina to possibly, you know, check out her nephew, the Prince of Germany. So I forgot his name, but we'll see if that goes, if anything pops off with that. But that is it, really, honestly, because I can't remember anything else that really went on this episode. But this was a really good season. This season was so intense with passion. Like, y'all, I was just sitting here like, whoo, my heart just, I love the intensity between Kate and Anthony. It was just, oh my gosh, so damn sexy. I loved it. Again, that's pretty much it for this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying my reactions to Bridgerton and my long drawn out thoughts at the end. If you honestly reached the end of my Bridgerton reactions, I really do appreciate it, because I cannot ramble. And again, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If this is your first time watching me and you do like my videos, make sure you guys subscribe to the new fam. And I will see you guys in season 3. Season 3 is coming. I'm so excited. I'll see you guys then. Toodaloo.